Hello, fuckos, and welcome to episode 19 of the Chris Hunter Comedy Podcast with me, Chris Hunter. Hello, how are you doing? Have you had a good week? I hope you have, because I've had an okay week, and I would like you to share the kind of joy that I feel as well. How are you doing? You good? I'm doing alright. I lost a pound last week, and I don't mean monetarily, I mean flabberly, if that's a word. I'm still doing alright. I'm keeping up with the old weight loss routine. I'm trying my damnedest. It's going pretty well right now, I think. So I'm quite happy with the progress. I'm finally starting to see some kind of change. I put some jeans on that didn't fit me in the past, and now they fit me. So yay, go me. Also, weirdly, I've moved on to black coffee recently in work, and I don't normally have black coffee, but you know what? It's fine. I thought it would be, black coffee, too bitter. I'd be feeling like shit myself all day. But that's not what happened at all. It just tastes like normal coffee. So I save a few calories from milk, and I don't put sugar in it either. So, go me. Fancy Dan over here. I finally got to go to Barzookoid. Now, I'll tell you folks a bit more about what that is later, but it's basically a geek lounge that one of my friends runs, and it is so good. I love it. It's basically this massive basement with couches and chairs and tables, and they've got board games and video games and all sorts of stuff, and I can't wait to go back. They do food and stuff as well. So if you live in St Helens, get yourself down there. It's awesome. Or if you live near it, if you live Warrington or Liverpool, get yourself there. You won't regret it. It's really cool. And actually tonight it's got like a, what is it now? A Walking Dead RPG night. So everyone role plays Walking Dead characters, and it sounds really fun. It's on the night we stream, so we can't go, but it sounds good. So get yourself down there, give it a go, see how you get on with it. So yeah, I as usual, as like every week, I went to Cafe at the End of the Universe on Saturday, and I went the one before because you may have noticed I wasn't here last week. Sorry about that, guys. I had a shit day last Tuesday, so I didn't do the podcast because you know what, you don't want a grumpy podcast, do you? So yeah, last week we had an amazing American burger. It was American themed because that was the country that the store was representing in that week's international festival, whatever it was. So yeah, it's based on the film Road Trip, and it was so good. It had, what did I have now? It had chicken and, beef burger and all sorts of stuff. I forget. And I had a cake pop in the top of it, which was amazing because I've never had a cake pop before. That was the first time, and it was good. I enjoyed it. And then we went back this week. This week it was a Westworld themed burger. Now I've never seen Westworld, but I know it's based on cowboys and shit like that. And it was one of the tastiest burgers I've ever had in my life. And it was so filling to the point where I couldn't finish it. I've never not finished one before. That was the first time. So yeah, that was a damn good burger. And it was on, instead of being on a burger bun, it was on like thick white toast. And apparently that's like a cowboy thing, apparently. Like I said, I've not watched Westworld. I'm probably missing the references, but it was super tasty. So if you've not been there, get there. It's awesome. What else did I do? Oh, I went to the cinema. I went to watch A Quiet Place. Now, I didn't really know much about this. I didn't have that much interest in watching it, but I know Charlie was really keen. So we went one day before we went to Barzookoid. And, when we get the tickets, somebody was saying to us, look, you should, basically, if anyone's talking in this film, it'll ruin it for you. And I was thinking, surely it doesn't need to be that quiet. But then we watched it, and yeah, it does. You've got to be deadly silent to the point where I took in a Pepsi and I couldn't open it for the first hour of the film until there was some kind of big noise. So that's kind of a pain in the ass. But anyway, I actually really enjoyed it. I didn't think I would, but I enjoyed it. So thank you for that, Charlie. I enjoyed the film that I didn't think I would. Speaking of films, I went to watch Ready Player One for the second time in 4DX, and it was still just as good, which I'm glad about, and I cannot wait to see it again at some point. Probably next time will be on Blu-ray or whatever, but you know what? I love that film. It was really good. It's got me rereading the book, although I got a new book today, which I'm going to read instead first, because I've already read Ready Player One. This new book, what's it called now? United States of Japan. It's a spiritual successor to The Man in High Castle, which apparently is about if Germany won the war, but this is what would happen if Japan won the war, and everyone had an imperial ruler, and it's got mechs and video games, and it sounds really, really cool. But I'll have a read of that. I'll let you guys know how that is, how I get on with it. I have a habit of starting books and not finishing them, so hopefully I can finish it this time, because that would be fan-fucking-tastic. What else have I been doing? Oh yeah, I've been busy. I've been busy and productive with my scene that I've been working on. My 3D scene? I've been trying to make a chair recently. I've got this thing, right, where I can make a kit, which will let me make 3 chairs out of 1 chair's worth of stuff. Ooh. Not that interesting to a lot of you, but you know what? I'm quite proud of the idea. So anyway, on that note, here's to English Christopher. on that note, here's our first advertiser of the day. See you after this. Are you tired of being a wibble wobble jelly belly? Well, never you fear. Keep eating those cakes and jellies because a new solution has arrived. Introducing Stevens Super Simple Smooth and Silky Staple Flab. Simply collect your side fat, use Stevens Super Simple Smooth and Silky Staple Flab stapler, and staple that fat to your sides, introducing a slimmer, thinner you. Now legally available to the public for the low price of $75.99 at no good chemist. Okay, you've had your fun. That was the joke advert. But today we actually do have a real advert for you folks. So, if you like video games, do you like board games, do you like card games, do you like geek culture? You want to hang out with people who share the same kind of passions as you? Well, if you live near the St Helens area, or any of the surrounding areas, then you're in luck because Barzookoid is a brand new geek and gaming lounge located in St Helens Town Centre on Clawton Street. They've got everything that your geeky little heart could desire. They've got games, food, drinks, events, you name it, they've probably got it. So head on down to Barzookoid and have yourself some fun out of the sun. Okay, so what else have we got to talk about? Let's see, let's have a look here. Oh yeah, F is for Family Season 3. I've been looking at the F is for Family writers' Twitter thing, and they keep updating about it, and I'm so excited. They're finishing up edits on some of the episodes now. It's going to be out, I don't know when, but it'll be this year. But I can't wait to watch that, because I really enjoyed Season 1. Season 2 is even better, and from what old Billy Freckleballs has been saying, Season 3 is going to be the best one yet. So that's going to be good. It's going to be very good stuff indeed. What else was I up to? Let's see. Oh, the other day I was watching a live stream. It was an old live stream, so it wasn't live. It was just a stream. It was on YouTube. It was a Game Grumps charity stream, and they're raising money for the Crisis text line, which it was a really cool idea. It's an American thing, but it's awesome. But anyway, they were sort of going to be wrapping up in about an hour or so. So Aaron, who's one of the guys from Game Grumps, is like the CEO guy. He said, you know what? In the next 5 minutes, I will... Like, whatever you guys raise in the next 5 minutes, I will match it. And then Markiplier was there as well. So actually, it was Markiplier that said it first. He's like, yeah, next 5 minutes, I'll match whatever you guys raise. And then Aaron's like, yeah, you know what? Same here. So they're sitting there, 5 minutes goes by. Have a guess how much money was raised that they then had to match each. Go on, have a guess, I'll wait. £10? No? £20? No. Try $11,000. Poor Aaron, right? Obviously it's for charity, it's for a good cause, he doesn't mind, but you could tell in his eyes that he was not expecting that kind of number. he wasn't livid or anything like that, he was just like, okay, yep, I said I'd do it, I'll do it. But the poor sod, 11 G's, Jesus Christ, man, I wish I had that kind of money to give to charity. But he did, good on him, you know, but it just shows you how much money he must have if you can just drop 11 grand like that. So yeah, I've been playing God of War. Oh God, it's so good. It came out like last week. I've been playing it a little bit whilst in between working, because I found that working in 2 hour shifts works really well for me at the moment. So I'll do 2 hours of working, 2 hours of gaming, back to 2 hours of working, and it's a nice little breakup. It keeps me fresh. But anyway, God of War on the PS4. Didn't mean to rhyme, but that's just this kind of time. It was so good. It's got like basically your Kratos, who's the God of War. And you have a son, and your son follows you around and stuff, and you're going on hunts together and things. But your son, like the AI that controls your son, is not annoying. It's not frustrating. It doesn't get in your way. It doesn't say stupid things. It doesn't die all the time. It is the best AI that I've ever seen in a video game. And it reminds me a lot of Ellie from The Last of Us. If you ever played that, it's a phenomenal game. But yeah, I'd say give it a go. If you've got a PS4, bloody get on that. It's so good. And you know, if you're not got a PS4, maybe go and have a look on YouTube. Have a look at what some people have been doing when they play it on there. You know, watch some Let's Plays and whatnot. I've also been watching Paolo on YouTube. He's a guy who lives in Japan. I think he's like half Japanese or something. But anyway, he talks about food and stuff a lot. And he went to this place, and I forgot what it's called now, but it looks so tasty. And they had like every kind of deep fried thing you can imagine. And I'm going to find out where this place is, and I'm going to go there next time we go, because it looked ridiculous. It looks so tasty. Japanese food is like the best kind of food that there is. And speaking of Japanese, I've rushed through today's thing, haven't I? Sorry about that. Speaking of Japanese, today's Japanese word of the day, thanks to Paolo, is tabimasho, which means let's eat. That's tabimasho. Let's eat. Nom 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 nom. This week's recommendation is, of course, Barzookoid. I recommend you guys go there. I've been there a few times now, and I really enjoy it. Last time we were there, we played a game called Stacking Chairs, which is just a simple little game of plastic chairs that are all stacked up. And it was just sounds boring as hell. It was super fun. And apparently the Walking Dead RPG theme night thing that they had, the second one's tonight, it went really well. So let's see how the second one goes. I'm sure it'll do great. And they have people coming up. They're going to be doing esports and things in the future as well. They're just waiting to sort that room out, but everything else is ready. They'll have a bar license soon enough so they can have alcoholics coming in there, and it'll be a great place. I really want this to do well. I really, really do. So if you know anybody in the St. Helens or Warrington area or that kind of region, and you're into geeky culture or you're into board games or video games, please get your ass down there. It's on Clawton Street, Barzookoid, Central St. Helens. It's not that hard to find. And if you're lost, ask someone. They'll help you out. Also, head over to Facebook. You'll find them there. You can also head to the website, barzookoid.co.uk, or Twitter. It's just at Barzookoid. Same on Instagram. And if you want the spelling, that is Barzookoid. Barzookoid. So, that's them. Now, what else is ready? Yes, okay, that's me. So if you guys want to ask me any questions or you want to speak to me in any way, hurl abuse at me or send me pictures of your lovely faces, feel free to. You can find me at facebook.com/Chris Hunter Comedy, or you can head to Twitter at Chris Hunter Com, short for comedy. I'm also on Instagram, Chris Hunter Comedy, and YouTube for the same thing. So thanks a lot for listening, folks. Remember, if you like what you've heard, please subscribe and drop me a little likey poo, a little rating on iTunes, even if it's just a 1 star. I won't hate you for life. I might do, but I won't tell you about it. And thanks a lot, folks. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you all next week. Bye bye now.